I'm making a lot of saves, but these are going to be practice saves as well, so it's actually not that bad. So, I probably should put it on ATB weight, because I haven't done that yet, I don't think. Yeah, so I should ATB weight, then do the Palmer fight. I suppose the advantage to not putting it on weight would be that he maybe ohms a little bit faster. I'll have to ask Kainos about that. Well, hopefully I deliver on this. Black. This would be another place where I could go to the restroom if I so chose. Get a decent amount of time to kind of mess around, do whatever you want. So world record holder for this category would basically be finishing the game in about 9 minutes. From now. I'm quite a distance away from that. It is noteworthy though that he does get an additional 1 frame per second on me as well though, so you'll see, like, you notice how much time I'm gaining just from my 1 frame per second increase, and he gets another one on top of mine. He's also way more skilled than I am though, so let's not mince words here. Ugh. Really hope that I kill Palmer first attempt, so I don't want to have to go through this again. So I need to bio, and then I need to nade and limit break him and heal aggressively. That's all I have on here as notes, so... Oh shoot, I didn't put it on weight. That was a mistake, I should have healed him. Nice. this is not going well, to say the least. Yeah, this is not very good. Wait, why was he targeting himself? Nice. Okay, I think he ran out of mana. So we're good. Doing? I'm supposed to be grenading. Oh well, he died. So I got pretty fortunate there that bio hit first time, especially since I screwed up and didn't put it on weight. I also didn't use grenades, so I definitely have to do some training on this fight. Off stream. So now we still have a couple more dangerous things to do. But we're getting to the end of the crazy stuff. Gotta clean this tiny Bronco. I mean, this ship is ridiculously filthy. Definitely needs to get cleaned. Give it a little bit of that shine. Okay, so now that I did this, I need to head to Wutai, heal and save and quit. Then battle mode. And I need to take that tiny Bronco to the beach south of Nibble. So let's do that. This is probably the more dangerous of the fights that I have to do next. Wutai, heal, save, quit. Okay. So once again, we're going to do that warping trick that we did before. But this time we're doing it for a slightly different reason. So what we're trying to do now is we're trying to warp ourselves into a certain state, a certain battle state. And we're going to use that battle state in order to do some pretty absurd warping. At least that is the goal. First we have to get into a fight. Back up here. this is the correct beach. It is, okay. So now, get into a fight here. And hopefully it's only one jellyfish. If we get into a fight with 2 or 3, this could get dodgy. Is not cool. Why did you do that? Jerks. Oh yeah. Hopefully this works out correctly, but I'm worried. Yeah, we're running. We are running. So we had to run away from that battle. Hopefully that doesn't affect the warp. The reason we had to run from that battle is because with 3 of them, it's pretty dangerous. As you saw, they have a counterattack that turns you to stone, and we could game over based on that. Here we go. This is the fight that we really did want. So even though he does his counterattack here, we're still okay. So hopefully this battle mode works. Yes. Okay, nice. Get out of here. Okay. Now we need to take the tiny Bronco and get into a fight with Spencer. He's a pretty interesting individual, I do say so myself. Are we still good on health? Yes, we are. So now we're trying to force a fight with a specific thing. Keep in mind, again, we are still very low level, so these fights could be dangerous if the wrong things happen. This is the right thing to happen. This is actually an excellent, excellent thing to happen. We got into the fight with Spencer immediately, which is nice. Now we just have to hope that this fight goes just as well. Hopefully we get a pincer. Or rather, we're pincering them, I should say. That would be excellent. We did not, though. Wait, we did. Nice. So, if we did this correctly, and hopefully we did, we are going to be in business. Nice, we got it. Okay, so now we are in the debug room. So Cloud, Ema. We need to rename Vincent. then need to go over here. Cloud. Hey, I kind of screwed up on that, but shouldn't be a problem. Judo. Vitamin Roro. Zenin. Switch to 2-player. Then we have to do next materia. Next Battle 999. So we're killing the back pyramid here because I don't know exactly how it works, but it's some type of animation bug, I guess. If you kill just the back one, it ends the battle and, progresses you as if you had killed all of them. So we're going to do this battle twice. We're doing that so that our steel materia on Barret that is getting double AP gets Mug. You notice that we're getting absurd amounts of money and experience and AP for these fights. And that is by design for this. So we did that twice. Now we're going to do full name. Then we go to Red Eris. Party, Cloud. Vincent. Then if I wanted to, I would rename right now. We go Ultimate Weapon. Former. Death Penalty. Misstyle. Exchange. Steel Command. With, shit, I don't know who it is. I think it's that. Yes, okay. So he needs Master Magic and that. And he has Steel, and he has Death Penalty on. You need to have Double Cut, and you can drop that. You need to have Double Cut as well, if I can find it. What was Double Cut? There it is. So she needs Double Cut, Conformer. She has Ultimate Weapon. Death Penalty, Swap, Steel, Magic. Okay. That's all good. We set everybody to front row. Set HP to weight. Let's turn down the speed to about half for this. Just to make it safe. Anything else to do? Front row, wait, switch to 1-player, and then go to Laz, and we're ready. Switch, 1-player. So obviously by going into the debug room, we basically just got us a jackload of levels, some really, really powerful gear, and some really, really powerful materia. It was important that we got Mug so that we could do Vincent's Mug Glitch. Now Vincent's Mug Glitch allows you to skip the animations on on most attacks inside of the game. Actually, I think all attacks inside of the game, now that I think about it. So we're doing a setup right here that does just enough damage to be able to kill Genova, and then we skip the death animation there and go straight to the experience screen by doing the Mug Glitch. We're going to be doing the Mug Glitch again here on the next 2 guys if everything goes well. We'll have to see though. The Mug Glitch isn't so big for Genova Synthesis, however it saves about 10 or 12 seconds on Bizarro Sephiroth's death animation, and it saves considerably more on Safer. If you can skip Safer, you gain like 30 or 40 seconds, it's absurd. Yeah, I don't think there's a way I can lose at this point, unless I just, like, controller gives out and the ATB keeps going. Don't you remember the part where you fight Sephiroth on the train? That's something that happened. I'm gonna go ahead and trank. I don't think that's necessary at all, but screw it. It's going to be on the 26th grave, starting at 8 a.m. PDT. It's currently 8:30, almost 8:40 p.m. PDT. So, yeah. Be happening soon enough. This is just practice. Okay, so for Bizarro, it's two times cut, so... Shit. Okay, so we're gonna get the death animation for him. I don't know how I'm gonna bypass that when I actually do a run. I'll have to ask Kainos. I guess. Well, never mind. Kainos is in the middle of this huge-ass 30-hour stream, so probably not the best idea. Maybe I'll ask Neohard or something. So obviously we're going to be shattering the terrible PB that we have, but then again, this is still a pretty bad run. When all's said and done, I probably want to have this below 220 at most. Okay, so Sephiroth is... So we need to wait for Sephiroth to cast Barrier. That's annoying. Don't die, Vincent. Okay. Nice. So we got all 4 of our hits. Bug. Boom. Skip the death animation. Gain 40 seconds. Sweet. So the ways that can go bad is if somehow Shadow Flare hits Cloud, which I don't know how it would, but it can. Things go terribly somehow. Then we would do less damage there and we would get the death animation. If he manages to get off an Angel Wing somehow, like I'm not holding my turns well enough, then he could freeze the wrong person. And basically only Yuffie has the ability to attack him when he goes into the air. So Yuffie needs to be alive to be able to attack him at that point. Shadow Flare hitting Vincent was pretty bad, but I guess he can survive it. Which is kind of cool. Run away! Gotta do the Kainos special. Noteworthy that, because I'm at a lower battle speed, that took longer. Okay, though. There's Final Fantasy VII in under 2.5 hours. I have this budgeted for 3 hours, which is fine. Gives me the opportunity, if something goes wrong, I'll still be okay. Yeah, this should easily go under 220. I need to check to see what Kainos has on this. I don't remember if he has a 205 or a 210. But regardless, I'd want to be not too much further behind him. As I mentioned, he does get the 1 extra frame per second, but that shouldn't be too many minutes more than me. And then once I get that, I could maybe branch out to other categories for FF7. I've considered doing a console run of some of the console categories. Not sure if I'm going to do that, though. There's just too many other games to play. And while I do enjoy FF7, there's some other games that I would also like to run. I'd like to thank everybody for watching, by the way. We're going to be moving on to Mega Man... I guess Mega Man X4. Doing practice in that, which is going to be a barrel of laughs for you guys, because I haven't played it in 3 months, and I wasn't particularly good at it even then. So, yeah. Going to be rough times ahead. This would be New Game Plus NA RTA. There's a JPC one as well, and I think the JPC one is like 150, I want to say. But you're looking for the NA version. 205, okay, that's what I figured. So if I could get something like a 215, probably be a nice run. For those of you unfamiliar with it, I'm going to be doing a 24-hour marathon stream starting on October the 26th at 8 a.m. PDT and going until the 27th at 8 a.m. PDT. It's going to be going over all of the games that I do speedruns for, and some extra stuff on the side as well. It should be some good stuff. I'm doing the marathon to benefit Children's Miracle Network hospitals through the Extra Life charity marathon streaming stuff. If you're interested in donating money, there is a link inside of my info. Make sure you go to the correct one, not the PayPal one. That's for me personally. Go to the Extra Life one. If you're interested in the schedule, you can type !schedule, and Nightbot should send a link to my Google document showing all the games. If you can't look at my info page for some reason, like you're on mobile and it has trouble, you could also type in !extra life, and it will also send you a link to donate. You could also look at the schedule, and it has a donate here button as well. I'm going to be having incentives for each other run. Those are mentioned inside the schedule as well. But for now, I'm going to get away from the computer for just a few minutes, get a drink of water. But as I mentioned, thank you for watching. Feel free to follow if you would like to. Perhaps Nightbot has abandoned the stream at random. He has a habit of doing that. I'll be sure to put him back in the chat soon. But I gotta wait for this to play out. Anybody else planning on doing anything for Extra Life, by the way? Just out of curiosity. Maybe you're part of a team that's running or anything like that. Tomorrow's gonna be the big grind day for me to do a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna be doing it off stream, I think. I'm basically gonna work on every game that I can reasonably do, which is pretty much all my action games. I don't feel like I could do practice on my RPGs. I wanted to do this one specifically though because it's new, basically. And the movement is very involved, so acclimatized to it. Extra Life is actually a year-round type of thing. You could do a stream at any time you want. Traditionally, people do their streams on the 25th, I guess, so tomorrow you're going to be seeing a lot of people doing 24-hour streams. Some of them have already started, actually. Hello, Serpentis. Sorry you caught the end of it here. Unfortunately, I'm going to be swapping over to Mega Man X4 in order to do training for that, but welcome. Yeah, traditionally people do Extra Life streams on the 25th of October. I'm doing mine on the 26th just so that I don't have as much competition on it. I'm sure with as many people doing streams on the 25th, it's going to be hard to kind of pick which ones you want to watch, so I figure by going to the 26th, maybe it'll help people with that. Only other person that I'm aware of that's doing an Extra Life stream is going to be High Spirits. He's a Lunar runner. He's going to be running both Lunar 1 and 2 and some other stuff. His is going to be on the 27th at 12 a.m., or rather at noon Eastern time, which is 3 hours from me. So pretty much an hour after I'm done streaming, he's going to start his stream. I'm actually not on a Team Grave. I actually caught wind of this really late. I had heard about Extra Life, but I had asked a couple people, I'm like, what is Extra Life exactly? And no one really told me anything, so it wasn't until fairly recently that I got the opportunity to look it up and see what it was about. And I figured I'd give it a shot. I mean, I've never done a really long marathon stream before, and I figured it would be a good experience for me for a great cause. Also give me a little bit of experience performing in a marathon setting type of thing, even if it is in the comfort of my home. Another thing that's noteworthy too is a lot of people decide to split up their 24 hours. You know, some people might do a couple of 12-hour streams or 3 days of 8 hours. I'm gonna try to go for the full 24. I figure staying awake isn't going to be the issue for me. What's going to be the issue is making sure my arm doesn't fall off, because in addition to Final Fantasy VII, I'm going to be doing Pokemon Red and Parasite Eve. And those are 3 RPGs that are, you know, roughly 2.5 to 3.5 hours long in the case of Parasite Eve. That's a lot of mashing. In addition to that, I'll be doing Castlevania Symphony of the Night and Mega Man X4. And while Mega Man X4 doesn't have the most insane mashing, it does have some mashing in it. Like I said, Sir, I did I set up my save file for Pokemon Red yesterday. I really have to get on the Mega Man games tonight. One of the reasons this has been kind of challenging for me is the past 2 or 3 months, I've been really focusing on Soten, trying to get my any percent time into an acceptable range by my standards. And so I basically dropped all the games that I was running before then. I used to be streaming about 6 different games over the course of the week. I kind of had themed days. That kind of dropped off because I realized that in order to get the times that I really wanted in Soten, I was going to have to crack down on it and just focus on that specifically. However, I do have plans to revisit all of those games and get better times in them. It's just, you know, right now that's kind of what I have to do. Yeah, so Castlevania Symphony of the Night is the first one that I started a speedrunning on. It's also actually the first speedrun I ever saw. I believe it would have been in, I want to say 2000, probably 2006, 2007, I was online, and I saw a speedrun for Castlevania Symphony of the Night Richter mode, and it was a 7-minute run for any percent, which isn't that great, but it was pretty cool to watch at the time. And then I saw the, you know, classic Super Mario Bros. 1 speedrun as well, and it kind of intrigued me. I never got into it at that point, though. It wasn't until I actually watched ROM Scout on Twitch doing Alucard runs that I really kind of got into the speedrunning scene. I would say try to organize something with your friends, Grave, honestly. Like, I'm going to be pretty blown out, and I really don't want to go through the effort of making a team. But if you wanted to get together with some of your friends, like your Mega Man friends, or the people that you do Dissidia with and stuff, like maybe you guys could set something up. And if it's too hard for you to do, you know, a 24-hour stream, you could always take shifts. Like one person could do 4 to 6 hours, and then the next person takes over, type of thing. I no doubt will be completely blown out for like 5 days to a week with that much mashing, so. However, if you did put together a stream, I don't know, maybe I could help out in some way, like if you needed commentary or something, maybe I could help out. I'll have to see what happens. Long credits. I actually might need to revise my schedule, because I completely forgot just how long the credits were for this game. Also for Soten. Yeah, I definitely need to revise my... Now that I think about it, I'm going to have to revise my schedule somewhat, because I forgot that the credits are a sizable portion of time in some games, like this one. But the schedule's going to be pretty close. And hey, the credits will give me time that I don't need to... give me time I don't need to get new games on there also. Just like I said, I still have about 4 open hours to do interesting stuff on. all that gold, though.